Hi, this is Shifu Aaron at Dragon Phoenix Kung Fu in Asheville, North Carolina. And here today I'm here to answer the question, why are there so many different styles of Kung Fu? So there, to put it simply, China is a very, very big country. And a lot of, nowadays we've got internet, everything's all interconnected, the world's a very small place. But a long time ago when these martial arts styles developed, there was more distance communication-wise between distance geographically. So martial arts styles were often family-developed styles. So for example, we've got Chung style Baguazhang. The Chung part of it comes from the Chung family, specifically Chung Tinghua. He passed it along to his brother, both of their children, and then so on and so forth. Chen style Tai Chi was developed in Qin village by the Qin family. And Qin village is called Qinjiaogu, which translates to Qin family ditch. Both of those villages are like they were small farming towns at the time, not some thriving metropolis. And so those martial arts styles developed small in and of themselves. And you have that all over the place in China. And so different styles were developed based on different perspectives from different families, different cultural regions, and so forth. And then oftentimes martial artists or masters would come into the city and then they would test each other. Okay, it's like, all right, what's your style like? Can I beat you? Can you beat me? And the way you kind of learn from each other, you share notes. And so they all developed in these different small bubbles. And martial arts at the time was developed for really self-defense. It wasn't. Things have changed a lot nowadays to where people do it for health, they do it for exercise, they do it for relaxation. It's a fun activity. It's not necessarily based on life and death as it was hundreds of years ago. So where you had to keep all your movements secret. So maybe say you're like playing a game of cards and you got like some secret cards hidden up your sleeve. Well, that was in your certain family's Kung Fu style, and you would want to keep that secret in case somebody came from another village to challenge you, to challenge your family. They came to challenge your school or your master and so forth. And so you would keep your Kung Fu very secret, very hidden, so that they wouldn't be able to figure out what all your moves were and then come in and try to beat you. So a lot of this is very much like a game of chess. And so a lot of Kung Fu styles were kept very secret, kept within families, and were very isolated as they all developed in all these different places. And so that gives you a little bit of window as to why there's so many different styles of Kung Fu, and they don't necessarily all do or say or think the same way. So you got all these different animal styles and family styles and so forth. So there you go. If you got anything you'd like to add, please feel free, drop a comment below, ask questions. I'm happy to answer. And then until next time.